Hi, it's Dana from the Jane C. Brown Library, and this week's DIY is a super fun one. We are going to create a hanging basket out of wheat yogurt jars, or you can use mason jars and even small terracotta pots. So the first thing you'll want to do if you're using a wee yogurt jar is take the labels off, and they do peel off pretty easily, and clean it out. You will need scissors, tape. It can be masking tape, scotch tape, or even painter's tape. I'm going to use this so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And you will need some sort of cord or string. You can use macrame cord. We have colored jute, all kinds of jute. And because I'm indoors, I'm not going to put a live plant in it. I'm going to use this fun little succulent from the local dollar store. So the first thing you'll want to do is cut a bunch of string, all the same size. And we're going to make 8 strands. And you can measure it out if you like. It should be 8 times the size of your container, but you can always cut it off at the end, and it always depends on how much you want hanging and also how high you want your basket to hang. So I know where I want these to go, and I will need quite a bit of hanging space at the top. So I'm going to make them a little longer than you might necessarily want to. And if they're not exact at the ends, you can always trim those up when we're finished. We're going to be using a super simple loop knot. So we're going to take it and do that. And that's going to be my base and how much fringe I have. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video real. Okay, I'm back, and you can see that I have separated the bottom of the tail into 4 groups of 2. And you'll want to set them out in like a plus sign or a north, south, east, west placement, and then tape down the center. And it doesn't matter how much tape you use, you just want to get it secure so that it doesn't move. I'm going to use another piece of tape for that little guy so he doesn't throw me off. And then once you have your pieces where you want them, take 1 strand. This is why you want it taped so it doesn't pop out. 1 strand from each alternating group, and you're going to want to loop knot it at the base. And then turn it to the side. And do the same thing with your next loop knot. And if you place your finger where you want it to end, that helps keep it from getting a little too messy. I'll take these 2 pieces. And we will loop knot them. There. And if the loop isn't exactly where you want it, you can, this is the time to make sure you get it where you like it. should end up with the two end pieces on the side. And there is your base. And then what you want to do to continue to move is separate the strands again and take the right one with the left one from the one directly at its right, which sounds confusing, but as you keep going, it will make sense. And these two will be looped right around there. And I'm going to speed it up so you can see what I'm doing. As you get going, you might notice that some of your patterns may not want to stay exactly where you want them, so this is a good time to tape them down and secure them. We'll be removing all of this tape at the end, so it's better to get them firm and secure the first time than to try and do it afterward. And it's up to you if you want to do this part or not, but it does make it easier as you go along to help keep everybody where you want them. I'm going to keep going back around and finish this up and get started. Make the same kind of knot at the top to secure it, and then your hanging planter is complete. Just remove all the tape carefully. And then here you'll want to play around with it a little bit to make sure the base is how you want it. And you center it. And now's the fun part. You can fill it with a live plant, or because we're indoors, we're just going to use some floral moss and a fake succulent so we can keep it here in the office and we don't have to worry about watering it. And there you go. Your hanging planter is complete. Hang it where you like and enjoy. You can use this with other glass jars or other mason jars, anything that has a lip and that, you know, can be secured by the type of string that you're using. Thanks for watching. See you next week.